What's up, everybody? MTG Gaming here. Let's go. I have Jose the Ocho with me, and let's hear each other talk it out about some things about wrestling and MLB. Let's get it started with wrestling. Let's get it started with.
Yeah, and everything.
Yeah, man. I haven't been watching.
Oh, right.
I haven't been watching wrestling in weeks, people.
I haven't been watching either.
Yeah, because I got two jobs
Neither
now,
have I. But,
and I'm focusing on this new activity that I have. And I barely go live, and you still see me barely posting videos on my channel. So this is pretty much a part-time thing. So people, if you want to see more content, please bear with me. This is only going to be part-time. And same with Jose the Ocho. I know he's been going through stuff right now with the whole strike thing going on in LA. Yeah. Get it going,
the only
Jose.
thing we can say, guys, is the only thing we can say with strike, guys, I'll make it short. No talks yet. But if anything, Google around and you'll hear the updates over there. So, but yes, guys, getting back to a little wrestling. Miguel and I had a discussion about Judgment Day. For starters, I congratulate Buddy Murphy I would say Buddy Murphy for proposing to Rhea. Okay, Rhea, way to go! Congratulations, guys. Dominic, there'll be no mommy. Okay, You're fucked. Okay.
Yeah.
But we can boo you so loud, like you always get boo every week, and you can't talk over the boos.
Well, I'm gonna give Dominic props for that. You got to think about it.
I do give props for that. You got to give props for that because the boos put him over, dude.
Yes, it did.
Question is, who gets booed more louder, Dominic or Don Callis, dude? That's another thing.
Wow. But I think they're booing Don Callis because they don't like him as a manager. Dominic, I think they're actually booing him because he's a great heel.
Yeah.
Like, what is there to dislike about Don Callis?
If anybody has noticed, guys, Dominic's mommy has been reducing thanks to the House of Black, Buddy Murphy,
Yeah.
Or Buddy Matthews.
Yep. Absolutely.
But Miguel and I, we talked about that the Judgment Day, it's been very, very, very exposed, guys. And what we mean by that is that from what I'm watching, what I'm seeing, that they're making not only Raw appearances, but they're making NXT appearances, main event appearances, NXT TakeOver appearances, and SmackDown appearances, guys.
Yep.
Now, if you guys can go back to memory lane, and I know Miguel knows this, not all factions do that. I mean,
No,
the Bloodline's not doing that. The NWO never did that, and neither did DX ever did that.
Yep.
And if you guys observe Judgment Day, it is too much for Judgment Day to show themselves. We know who they are. They don't necessarily need to be that over, So, Miguel, what do you think of that? What have you observed in the Judgment Day?
All I know is that there's updates. I mean, last Monday night was my first time ever seeing Raw, and I'm starting to see them fall apart. With Damian questioning Finn, and they're on their way to break up. And honestly, I have never watched Main Event in a long ass time. I didn't even know they appeared on Main Event until you told me.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, and the thing is this, Miguel. Do you know? And if you observe, do you think that the briefcase is dividing the Judgment Day, and it's creating a story? You think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. And both Damian and once Damian or Finn leaves the Judgment Day, and they're probably gonna fight for it, Because remember how people used to fight over Money in the Banks? Like, remember how Edge did that? Yeah. Edge did that with Mr. Kennedy. Remember that on Monday Night Raw? And
he's the only one that put it on the line.
Yeah, and they might do something like that, and the whole story begins right there. One of them is leaving, but it's gonna be Damian Priest. But
because I feel like with Judgment Day, you're losing one and you're getting one. So you're gonna get Finn Balor's friend, longtime friend, JD McDonough.
Yeah.
They have a history, you know that.
Yeah, they do. And what you call, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I do like this dark Damian Priest. I really do. It would have been better if they were gonna take Edge out of the equation. They could have made Damian Priest the leader, because Damian Priest knows how to talk on the mic and he sounds evil, and I do like that dark Damian Priest.
Yeah, he can pull both ways. He can do heel and babyface, but I think his heel faction definitely makes it more better. Senor Money in the Bank, you know.
Senor Money in the Bank.
I like it when he called it that. Senor Money in the Bank. I like that, dude. At least he kind of changed the character out of the briefcase, you know. I mean, you have Braun Strowman calling it Monster in the Bank, you know.
Yep.
And then RVD started with Mr. Money in the Bank, you know. So, and then Brock Lesnar turned the Money in the Bank into a boombox and shit. So, you know, everybody designed their briefcases and shit, dude. And then Sandow made it into a attorney lawyer briefcase, because remember the original briefcase was at the Gulf, at the Gulf of Mexico Ocean.
Anytime I see that lawyer briefcase, I feel like I'm looking.
Yeah, because the briefcase went to the Gulf of Mexico, you know.
That's funny.
But yeah, I feel like you know, you do have a point, Miguel. I say that the briefcase is beginning a storyline with the Judgment Day, because it's dividing them, and the question is, who wants to be champion badly, Damian Priest or Finn Balor wants to be champion, you know?
I said this before. I've said this before. I think Damian Priest is gonna blow it, and I don't want him to. I honestly would want him to win the World Heavyweight title and cash it in, because I like Damian Priest. And
I like him too.
The question is...
But when is the right time for him to cash it out? When is it the right time is my question.
I have no idea.
Do you want to do the Royal Rumble?
Maybe
I don't want him to cash it in too soon.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't
because
want
right
to cash
now,
it in too soon either.
Right now, they gotta create this breakup feud, this story, this division. After that, tease it a bit, and then at the right time, then you can cash it in, you know?
Yes, sir.
But right now, like you said, it's dividing them, and it's creating a story, so this is what the briefcase should build right now. Create a story with the Judgment Day. Yep. I think that's the only thing that's putting the Judgment Day over, dude. And as far as Rhea Ripley goes, the women's champion has no importance because she's too busy being Judgment Day.
Yeah,
it hasn't done favors at all. I'm sorry.
It's not only that. Like, who else could feud with her?
Well, because you know WWE is failing of taking all the women talents out of the locker room.
Oh.
You can use you can use, you know, Candice LeRae. You can use Shayna Baszler now that the feud is broken. You know.
You know who else they could use?
Yeah, but Becky Lynch is on a freeze with Trish.
No, I wasn't gonna say Becky Lynch. I was actually gonna say Kairi Sane. Because remember, she's coming back to WWE. You could use Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane was a good NXT Women's Champion, and I love the Pirate Princess. The Pirate Princess is one of my favorite women's wrestlers of all time. I love Kairi Sane.
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is, if you notice, the women have a locker room. And I don't know why WWE is not exposing these women to take a shot at the title for Rhea. Well, otherwise, Rhea's not being over. You know, she's not being over. She's not giving that belt any importance. She's just keeping it warm for I don't know who, dude. So.
True, but at the same time, I wouldn't want Candice LeRae or Indy Hartwell to beat Rhea Ripley for the belt.
They won't, but at least they can put up a fight.
I guess,
you know, because at least it should make Rhea stronger. Because the last time she had a fight was with Selena Vega and Natalia, which unfortunately those were going to be no-brainers of winners. But after that, there just wasn't anything for Rhea.
Nope.
So it's just boring me. It's like, damn, dude, you're a horrible champion. Shit, I mean, it's like, really.
And do you think
there's no importance on that?
Yeah, and do you think that if Damian leaves Judgment Day, do you think he will join the LWO?
No.
Especially
it's gotta
as
be
Ray.
Damian Priest himself.
Especially as Ray the leader.
It's gotta be by himself.
Yeah, and if he does break from Judgment Day, especially Ray as the leader, Ray is gonna have a few. How do I say it? A few suspiciousness when it comes to Damien joining the LWO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now okay. Here's another update that's very interesting. Drew McIntyre lost to Gunther for the championship.
Oh my
Miguel,
God!
let me ask you: does it mean something? Why did Drew lost? With the information that you heard about Drew, what does it mean to you? I mean, are you noticing something?
They're disrespecting him. That's what I'm noticing, bro. He's too good for the He should never challenge for the Intercontinental Champion to begin with. He's too good for the Intercontinental Champion. He doesn't need the Intercontinental Champion. You know what they should be doing with him right now? Now that they're gonna pair him out with Matt Riddle, which is stupid. I don't want him and Matt Riddle to be a tag team. And second,
yeah,
they should be building him up to beat Roman or something, because he's a good choice to beat Roman Reigns for the belt.
Be the face of the company.
Yeah, to be the face of the company. I mean, and plus, he never got a chance to do it in front of fans. I don't know why they're not building him up to possibly take the belt off Roman, but instead, possibly Cody Rhodes is going to beat Roman for the belt, which I know you and me are still sticking to our guns. We don't think that's going to happen.
And if he wins, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, well, it's not going to matter. But if he would have won it last year, it would have been better. But this year, it wouldn't really make sense. And I don't want Cody Rhodes to win the. No offense to Cody Rhodes. I mean, I like Cody Rhodes, but.
And and here's another thing. Have you noticed that probably Drew has not made any negotiation with WWE, and he's probably letting the contract expire and go somewhere else? I feel like maybe WWE's not going to give him what he wants.
I guess not.
For him to lose the IC belt. Well, and if you notice, Miguel, I don't really think WWE has nothing for him. I mean, they do have something for him. They owe him because he put WWE over during the pandemic.
Yeah.
They owe him. But if they're acting, they don't have anything for him, then don't reassign him. Now, I will not be surprised if they extend his contract due to an injury time off. That's not going to be a surprise.
Yeah, and you can do so much with Drew McIntyre. You know who would honestly make more sense than Cody Rhodes? But I don't think they're going to do it either. Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley never feuded with Roman Reigns throughout this whole throughout this whole historic title run. It would make more sense with Bobby Lashley, because Bobby Lashley never feuded with Roman Reigns. I don't know why.
And remember, he defeated Roman for the Brock Lesnar fight. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But then they changed the plan and they screwed Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Roman has never defeated Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, and it would make more sense with Bobby Lashley. I don't know why they're not doing that, which is stupid.
Now, I am happy with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits faction.
Agreed.
It's doing well, dude.
Hurt Business
and those
2.0.
trios are good. But you know what? Here's my thing. If you agree or disagree with me, Miguel, I don't want Lashley and the Street Profits to be called Hurt Business. They got to come up with another gimmick, because if it's Hurt Business, it's going to hurt them, and they'll be lost in the shuffle.
Why?
There is no Hurt Business.
Well, why do you think that?
They got to... Okay, let me review you back to memory lane.
Okay.
Remember the Nexus, okay?
Yes.
You had the Nexus, okay, they were over. Okay, they blamed that John Cena to destroy the Nexus. Okay. The new Nexus. CM Punk. Where it went.
Well,
the new Nexus didn't work out.
Well...
So... What I'm trying to say is, if you put the new Hurt Business, I really don't think you want to put that name, because it can jeopardize Lashley and the Street Profits. They got to come up with something that can put themselves over.
Yeah, but the Nexus never broke up for a while, like how the Hurt Business did. So that's not really a good example to use. I mean, no, I think I'm going to disagree with you on that one. I mean, it should be still called Hurt Business, but if they change a whole new name, it better be a good one then.
Because, if you notice, Miguel, you know that the Hurt business got destroyed by Vince because the Hurt business was very over during the pandemic.
It
and then
was.
Vince saw that they were putting themselves over, and then he cut them off, you know?
Yeah, it was. And what you call, bro? It's just that a lot of And where's MVP? Is MVP gonna get involved into this new Hurt business 2.0?
I don't think so. He's not. And I know Cedric and Shelton are not in either.
Oh, and not even Omos.
Not even Omos either.
And I heard that possibly Bianca Belair is gonna be a part of them. Which is a good idea.
I think it's good enough.
Which is a good idea.
It is because, I mean, you need a heel woman right now in Bobby Lashley's trio right now.
Yeah.
But I like the trio right here. You have a single competitor as Bobby Lashley and a tag team of the Street Profits. Right there. A trio can do well right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unless if they find somebody else that's worthy for a fourth member, fine. But I think your fourth member, you do have a point. Bianca going to be the fourth for the female faction, you know.
Yeah, I just wish they added MVP and Omos.
Yeah. Because MVP, the only thing he can be is a mouthpiece. But I don't know if Bobby Lashley wants a mouthpiece or what, you know.
Well, Bobby Lashley's not too great on the mic.
Yeah, I do agree with that. So.
Yeah, so.
And honestly, MVP and Bobby Lashley get along.
Yeah, they do. They've been friends for years.
So let's see if that will be the next surprise on the next future, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's another disagreement you may have with me or not, or how you feel about it. Do you agree or disagree that Austin Theory lost the belt already, and supposedly WWE was supposed to be invested in him, and now he lost the belt? What do you think of that?
I agree with you on that one.
I mean, this is your future.
I have a feeling that they really don't have nothing else to do with him. Like, even before he lost the belt, he wasn't really feuding with anybody in his last few days with the belt. So, yeah, I'm agree with you. I'm agree with you on that one.
Miguel, but it shocks me because I thought by them having Theory defeating John Cena, I thought this would be the next generation 25-year-old that you would invest on him, give him matches, give him his heel prick, and capitalize on them instead of wearing anybody else. Because after the John Cena, he went against Sheamus with a good storyline.
Yeah.
And they had a lot in common. 2 U.S. champions, and both of them defeated John Cena. So they started a story. Theory beat him 3 times in a row. Mm-hmm. Then you have another feud. AJ Styles.
Yeah.
U.S. champion, they defeated John Cena. There's your story, you know?
But
they had one more. There was going to be one more story, Miguel, and the next story was going to be Carlito and Theory, U.S. champions. They both beat John Cena, and then that got canceled, and then he loses to Rey Mysterio, dude.
Yeah, I was shocked by him losing to Rey Mysterio. I wanted him to lose to LA Knight instead of Rey Mysterio. Yeah. I don't know what the hell they're doing with LA Knight. Do they think he's not too over yet? Because now he's feuding with The Miz. And I'm guessing that I think they're gonna help use the Miz to help him like get over or whatever. But he's already over. What does he need the Miz's help for?
He's already over.
Yeah.
The only thing about the Miz and LA Knight that they're both very good mouthpiece promos, both of them.
Like,
because you know, Miz can pull a lot of coward heel promos. You know that.
Yeah, and what you call
and LA Knight, he can pull promos.
You know
he can pull promos, period, you know?
You know how sometimes you gotta beat somebody to get over? But LA Knight doesn't need to do that with The Miz. Like, Brock Lesnar had to do that with The Rock. Owen Hart had to do that with Bret Hart. Because remember how Owen Hart turned heel on Bret? But he wasn't too over yet. But once he beat Bret at WrestleMania 10, that's when he really got over?
Yeah. Do you know what I have calculated with LA Knight? I think that LA Knight's going to have the Matt Cardona syndrome. Meaning that LA Knight put himself over like the way Zack Ryder put himself over. And WWE is trying to do to screw him. You know? Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. Because they messed it up. Andre the Giant Battle Royal. He could have won, capitalized, put a promo. They didn't do it. He had a Money in the Bank. title shot. Didn't happen. And then they gave him all these opportunities for the United States champion. Messed it up. And then, this doesn't make any sense. He wins a Slim Jim Battle Royal. Where's that going to get him? All he got was nothing but a bunch of beef jerkies, man. And a Macho Man doll, man. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's
What kind of shit is that, man?
Like, what the hell, WWE?
Doesn't mean anything.
Exactly. WWE.
You just gave him a bunch of beef jerkies.
WWE's retarded. Like, you think
what did the Battle Royal mean?
Yeah, the Battle Royal didn't mean anything.
What did it mean for a title shot? A #1 contender? What? He just got beef jerkies and a bunch of Macho Man logos. I love the Macho Man, rest in peace, but come on, dude. That's not a title shot.
Exactly. Like, bro, why would you do this? What the hell are they doing?
But you know what? Ace and Brian will not agree with us about this victory with LA Knight's Battle Royal, because to me the Battle Royal did not mean anything. To them it did, but not to me.
Well, probably not with.
That's what I said. What are you winning? Beef jerkies?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But it is what it is. I mean, beef jerkies. Really? Beef jerkies? I'm too damn over with the fans, and I win a cup full of beef jerkies.
Yeah, that's like WWE making a joke out of them, dude. Really?
Hey, by the way,
it's unbelievable.
By the way, I love Slim Jims. Slim Jims are awesome.
I love Slim Jims too, but you don't want to beat my Macho Man Slim Jims, okay? Dig it. And I heard that Lacey Evans' contract is gone or something. What'd you hear so far about
that? She's released from the company. She's no longer part of WWE.
You know what? That's a very good call and a good move.
Yeah, but...
Nothing against Lacey Evans, but I think WWE messed up that they didn't have anything for her.
Once they changed that...
find anything, no booking,
Once they changed that character that she had before, her career was over. Right there, I was like, yeah, her career is over. She ain't gonna win nothing anytime soon.
The only thing that Lacey Evans needs, it's another company and start over again.
Well, they said that
because
she's not gonna be a wrestler. She wants to be an OnlyFans model.
Yeah, good luck for the horny Smart Max.
Yeah,
Smart Marks. Here's a spoiler, you geeks. She ain't gonna fuck you, but she's gonna collect your money.
Exactly. She's married. She has a daughter. She's disrespecting her husband. Think about it. Would anybody out there would want to see your wife doing shit like that? Come on now.
Yeah, guys. So, put away your wallet, you geeks.
Yeah, I don't spend my damn money on OnlyFans. Fuck OnlyFans.
Don't make anything. I can't believe people are unbelievable.
And I can't believe there's people that
all I can say about Lacey Evans.
I can't believe people actually dive into that crap. But go ahead.
Yeah, but our best future endeavors for Lacey Evans, okay?
Yeah.
That's all I can say. We're not disrespecting her, but I say future endeavors. Good luck out there.
She got brought up to the main roster too early. She was a great heel. She knew how to cut a damn promo. I was hoping that she beat Becky Lynch back in 2019 when they were feuding, but unfortunately...
Yeah, she was close. She was close.
Yeah, and honestly, that would have been the perfect person to beat Becky for the title. Why? Becky didn't draw shit.
Yeah.
And Becky is the worst draw in WWE history. That's just facts, people. And I remember when Brock Lesnar was a part-timer back in around that era, 2019, 2018. Yeah, 2019. When he was a part-timer, Becky, they tried to make Becky Lynch the best full-time star on Raw, and that failed. She didn't draw any houses. A lot of seats were empty when she was on the main card, and her promos are cringy. She's just a pathetic draw. She's just that's just pure facts.
Yeah.
And anytime when she's on, when she's the main person, Raw got the lowest views in history. But anytime when Brock Lesnar comes on and he's a part-timer, he pulls viewers more than Becky does.
Yeah. And here's another thing. They were telling me that Roman Reigns is injured, and they say now that he has his time off, he's got his moment to heal himself and everything. Now, most of the internet geeks and the smart marks are out there saying he needs to relinquish his title.
Not gonna happen.
Here's a spoiler, geek. It's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Do you agree with that? It's not gonna happen?
Nope. It is not gonna happen.
So he's a part-timer. He takes time off. He can do whatever he wants, guys. So you geeks, it ain't happening.
And you geeks, they're gonna keep the title on him. And The Rock possibly might wrestle him this year. Now that there's a strike going on, so there's probably a big chance that him and The Rock will finally go at it at WrestleMania. Probably for the titles, but a lot of the smart marks are saying that The Rock is going to beat him for the world titles, which I don't think that's a good idea. So, yeah.
The only thing I can say, The Rock and Roman, that match doesn't need a title. All right there, that the storyline speaks for itself. It sells itself.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
That main event does not need a title shot. That's only a storyline. Who is the head of the table of the Anunnakis, the Fatu family, and any of the Samoa family? That's what the storyline of The Rock and Roman is. Storyline sells itself. You don't need title shots on that one.
But I heard before they go to WrestleMania, before they head to WrestleMania, I heard that Solo is going to turn on Roman. And then he's going to feud with Solo for the belt. And some people say that Solo should be the new tribal chief.
That makes sense because it's got to be family.
Not really, because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Well, the thing is, yeah, go ahead. I want to hear your part so I can give you mine.
Because he already lost matches. If he was still undefeated, like he was in the beginning, like you know how he lost to Cody Rhodes, you know how he lost to one of the Usos, I think. Like so it really wouldn't make sense anymore. And of course we both disagreed about him losing a match on Raw to Cody.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and then you did answer me right there because they were supposed to capitalize on Solo, make him this dominant thing, and then you just use poor Solo as a punching bag. Now, here's another disagreement or agreement you might have with me. It's not a good idea for the Usos to break up and to have a feud because twins, breakups, and feuds do not work out. You can't put them in individual mid-card championships or world championships. It doesn't work. If it didn't work for the Bellas and it didn't work for the DOA, it's not going to work for the Usos, guys.
No.
You can't not break up twins, tag team twins at all.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever did that, they shot themselves in the foot. I heard that was Paul Heyman's idea. I mean, I've seen and I know Paul Heyman for years, dude. I mean, Paul Heyman, you can do better, man.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time believing that. But if you did, you shot yourself in the foot, sir.
Yep. And Paul Heyman is part of the booking committee when it comes to writing this whole storyline with the Bloodline, I'm hearing.
Yeah. But Jay and Jimmy, it's not going to work. That feud's not going to work at all. It's not going to mean anything. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. It might be a good feud. I don't know. We're going to have to see it to believe it.
I don't know, because it reminds me of Nikki and Brie. And look what happened.
I guess.
That match has been forgotten.
Yeah, I
Can't
guess.
break up the twins, people.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
this is the third time I meet twin talents. I mean, I met the Bellas, I met the Usos, and I met these indie athletes called the Vanity Twins from California.
Yeah, I did see that.
If you saw my pic.
Those are two beautiful ladies.
Yeah, they're from Wilmington, California. They're independent talents, and they call themselves the Vanity Twins. Jada Vanity and Jordan Vanity.
Yeah, beautiful ladies.
Very attractive talents. Yeah, and they're pretty strong. They have this twin thing. They call it twin, not really twin magic, but I told them, I don't think you want to use twin magic because that trademark's already, taken. Try another one. I go, try. I told him, try double vision. What? Double vision. Go back to WrestleMania 9 when Crush went against Dwight the Clown. Rest in peace for the original Dwight. Rest in peace, Crush.
Double vision. Yeah.
Double vision. We saw 2 doinks. I go, and she's like, "That's good to know." You remember? Double vision. That hasn't even been used, seen, or anything. What do you think?
That's exactly what he was doing at WrestleMania. That's a good idea, honestly.
He's like, "What happened?" He's like, "What happened?" Doink was funny as a heel, dude.
Well, I love
You
Doink
gotta love him
as a
as
heel. Remember SummerSlam '93 when he fought Bret Hart? Fans thought that he had a bucket of water, but then he poured on, and then it was what you call confetti. That was funny.
That's a funny one right there.
Yeah, that was a confetti. He fought everybody.
Yeah. And speaking of summer, Miguel, I had a fun with that independent event that David and the Wrestling Guy Store hosted, Summer Storm.
Mm-hmm.
They did it before SummerSlam, so that was my SummerSlam. Yeah, we were watching the Vanity Twins, which the ones I took on. Mm-hmm. Jordan Blue was there, and Alex Gracia. They're very pretty cool talents. My girl Jasmine Allura was there. And Zyra was the women's champion of the SummerStorm area, event. And our girl Milo with the little look and everything. So it was a very fun event. The one that you saw, Auntie Heidi. Auntie Heidi is a very good monster heel. Like she's more like a boogeyman syndrome. If you saw her. With the eyes and everything?
Yeah.
So it's almost a similarity like a boogeyman thing. That's who Auntie Heidi is, So
Auntie Heidi.
It was a fun event, and David did a pretty good job of booking those ladies, which honestly I think Brian and any of the B-show guys don't agree with those women, dude. All I can say about those women, they can fight, man. They can fight.
Well, I don't think they disagree with them. It's just that they don't disagree with independent wrestling or none of that. It's just that the only thing they disagree about it is the fans that make a big deal out of it, and they will scold you for not caring. Like, there's a couple indie smarts that I know that literally will scold you or threaten you if you don't watch if you don't watch their promotion. So I don't think he disagrees with it. He just disagrees with what the fans think of you not watching it, which I disagree as well, and I own them. When I when they try to scold me or without independent wrestling. I mean, I go to some indie shows out here, but I don't make a huge deal of it. Like, hey, like, if you don't watch this, you're full of shit. Hey, give these people a shit, like, they all have the choice to do it,
Yeah, I say indie or something, but that's just me thinking of indie wrestling and everything,
right.
So.
Like, for example,
you saw me meeting my favorite singing alternative pop talent, Kendall Lake.
Yeah, I saw that. Was she a real life famous singer, or she was just a local singer?
No, local singer. She definitely sings a lot of alternative pop and alternative rock a bit. So she's not really like a global type of part, but just a local band that she'll perform at the House of Blues, at the Harbor Stone, at the Surf Ranch, and all these local bars that, gigs that she would perform. I just haven't really seen her in a long time because she was on a paternity leave, and then she got divorced, and then she was living in Texas, and then she came back in LA, and, so we got a little chance to reunite, to see Kendall Lake,
Hey, look who's in the comments.
And that's all she's doing.
Hey, Christian is in the comments. What's up, guys?
Oh, yeah, let's say Chris.
What's up, Christian?
Hey, tell him if he's safe.
Hey, are you... he should be, because he told me earlier that he didn't get a lot of rain in his area.
Well, just don't wash your car, Chris. Your car's already cleaned up.
That's damn right. So, yeah.
Yeah, don't wash your cars, guys.
Nope.
So, yeah, it was a pretty good concert, even though if you saw on the pages that there's one thing I hate about bars. Everything is always dark. They don't have two lights, so I have a shitty phone of, like, putting selfies around. That's the only, hiccup that I have at the concert and everything, you know. But everything else, yeah, you know.
Yeah, she looks like a pretty girl. The one that you took a picture of.
Yeah. Yeah, Kayla Lake's very cool. Pretty good singer and everything.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you something off air. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me ask this one private question to Jose.
The champion has a 25% chance of holding on to the title. Those are not good odds, no matter who you are. A step ahead of the Rock. Saw that one coming. Byron, how does this matchup require a different mindset? A superstar must be prepared to go all out. He is aggressive and vicious as possible. Remember, it's no disqualification. The superstar can do whatever they want. They will only end up with a 3-2 or a tap. He's getting a little better now. Oh, big punch finds its boom impact. Comes back into the ring. He got whipped into that corner.
From those questions, we don't make the attempt because I enjoy when the geeks experience it themselves, and I go, they ain't gonna go with you, ain't gonna hang with you.
Yeah. Christian writes.
You know, some of them will go with the questions. Ask me a question, they go.
Yeah. Christian writes in the comments, "Yeah, I'm good in my area. We did get win, and no out one of my." And no out one of my neighbor. Well, keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the concert was fun and everything. Hopefully, I'm looking forward for another gig show, definitely set up and everything. So they'll be good, you know. They are gonna set up another indie event in November before the Survivor Series. So I don't know. Dave is very good at hooking up independent talents and everything. Miguel, are you familiar with this talent that we invited at JWO Makiito?
Yeah, the Japanese girl. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
She went viral.
With the Dark Order and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, she was part of the Dark Order.
No, in a clip she's with the Dark Order surprising them or something. She comes in a promo or something, and
yeah, I've seen her.
Then she's surprised.
I've seen her in New Japan and AEW. That's where I've seen her. I've never seen her in. She's been in independent promotions here in the United States. Hold on, give me 1 minute.
And dark matches too.
Christian writes, "I mean the wind knocked out my neighbor's tree." Oh shit. Yeah, that's tropical storm for you. That's tropical storm for you.
Yeah, and a lot of floods too.
Yep, and a lot of floods.
But she not only had a meet and greet at JWO, but she was scheduled for 3 independent matches that she had on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or somewhere around there.
Did you go to that
So
meeting?
she went to JWO just to, you know, for a meet and greet, just to make extra money. So, you know, JWO said, hey, come over, come and make some money, you know, so.
But did you go to that meet and greet or no?
Yeah. Well, normally I didn't have any plans to go there. But since I was dealing with my payment duty, you know, my process got done fast. And then a couple of the guys persuaded me to go. He's like, go say hi to her. You might regret it in the end. So I went, and she was just charging $40 for the whole package, and bam.
Well, she is cute.
At least
She's a cute Japanese.
At least she wasn't doing a Jay Cargill price, okay?
Jade Cargill, cut the shit.
Yes.
And speaking of Jade Cargill, I heard that she doesn't want to resign with AEW.
Do you think she might have other plans, like maybe acting or other projects? You think, or just chill to be a mother, or what? What do you picture for?
Probably other projects or being a mother. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure she's not really happy how the way she's getting booked in AEW.
Yeah, let's jump ships to AEW, Miguel.
Ooh,
here's one subject that I will not answer you, and I know you will not have the answer for it. As far as we know about Collision, guys, I cannot answer it because I don't watch Collision. I'm always either busy or working or something, and I forget that there's an event on a Saturday. Now, Miguel, what do you think about you and Collision? Can you answer it, yes or no?
You know, I still haven't watched one episode of Collision. Like, I have no interest of watching it whatsoever. Because Saturday nights, I'm going to be watching my Marlins play. And I'm going to be watching, and when college football season is around the corner, oh my God, I can't wait for that. And I'm also been watching, and I'm always doing things on Saturday nights. Like, I work Saturday nights. And I've been, so yeah. Hold on, wait.
Anybody, any comments about that with Collision? Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody put a comment for you.
Yeah, that's my whole thing with Collision. I still haven't watched one episode, and I'm hearing that it's all CM Punk show. And CM Punk recently took shot at Matt Jackson's wife, and I'm hearing that Tony Khan is basically letting CM Punk's giving the whole show Collision to CM Punk. And Christian writes in the comments, I'm good with no flooded in my area. How about you, Jose? Did you get hit? I hardly don't watch AEW. CM Punk show also.
Yeah, that's good. I knew we were going to get the same answer. We're nothing but flooded, and the power just comes out, in and out, like Wi-Fi issues. So I'm very surprised that right now Miguel and I are hanging out with this, but nothing but floods. I mean, streets are damn dirty, but, you know,
yeah,
and we're getting alerts. But the question is this, and probably even Chris can hear this one.
Yeah, he can.
Does it work to have a wrestling event on a Saturday? Yes or no? What do you think of your opinions of that?
No, because well, now that football season is coming up, college football, people are going to be watching that, and then you got baseball season every Saturday night. The MLB pulls way more viewers than AEW Collision does.
Yeah.
And what you call? But not only that, you also got UFC and boxing, UFC fights and boxing fights. So yeah, this is going to be a huge problem to have wrestling on Saturday nights.
You know, WWE did a stupid thing on SummerSlam. Why did you decide to do SummerSlam on a Saturday? Did you just wanted to bash Collision?
Well,
why?
No, but aren't they?
Collision's already been bashed anyway.
No, but
and on Sunday nothing's happening. Why do you need to bash Collision? I don't understand, Miguel.
No, but what you call? They've been doing pay-per-views on Saturday even before SummerSlam, even before AEW Collision existed.
I don't understand.
But they've been
Collision's already bashed out.
Yeah, but they did what you call they did the Royal Rumble this year on a Saturday. Like, they're starting to do pay-per-views on Saturdays now. They don't do them on Sundays
Here's my thing
anymore.
about Saturdays, Miguel. Here's the thing about Saturdays.
What's that?
Are you used to seeing the pay-per-views on Sunday more than a Saturday tradition?
To be honest with you,
what's your take on?
To be honest with you,
I mean, personally or in general?
I honestly don't care what day it's on, Saturday or Sunday. Honestly, I wish it was on Saturday back in the day, because I would have had all night to watch the pay-per-view if I wanted to. So I wish they did that.
Yeah, you did right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, because I know if you're doing an occasion pay-per-view on a Saturday, it's fine, you can watch it. But if you're doing Collision every week, like you say, it's unwatchable, you know. And as far as CM Punk done, he's already divided the company already. So Tony Khan, he is such an idiot letting all this stuff happening.
Yeah.
I mean, all in, we're just having a CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. I mean, I don't have anything against Samoa Joe, but here's the thing.
I love
Why
Joe.
do I need to see a match that happened 20 years ago?
Yeah, I love Samoa Joe and all, but really, Tony Khan?
What do I need to see that storyline? What do we need to see a Ring of Honor storyline in All In? I don't understand that part.
I agree with you.
Nothing against Samoa Joe. I mean, hasn't Tony Khan watched Mean Gene when Mean Gene said about the Ultimate Challenge, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, you cannot make a match that you did 10 years ago in another organization. Remember Halloween Havoc?
Oh, that match was a disaster. Warrior? That was the worst match. One of the worst matches ever.
And Mean Gene said, you can never make a storyline feud like that from 10 years ago. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And I feel I feel like Punk and Samoa Joe, it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, but Christian writes in the comments.
2.0.
Christian writes in the comments, in my opinion, no wrestling show, but I'm okay with WWE on a Saturday. WWE been doing their pay-per-views on Saturdays even before AEW Kulo came out. That is true. That's what I just said. And it says,
even WCW Saturday night.
Yeah, and he says, you mean Tony the Mark. Also, they haven't built up that all-in pay-per-view, especially that your WrestleMania stadium. You mean you're in a WrestleMania stadium? But yeah.
I mean, Chris, Miguel, Tony Khan has already put like 80,000 asses, and you have not fucking booked a match.
Wow.
I don't get it. They did the same thing in Double or Nothing.
And
these booking storylines should have been booked 6 weeks ago after Forbidden Door, and they didn't do it.
I haven't heard that they even did they even put the TNT title on the card?
Nope.
Well, what about the world
Not
title?
at all.
Isn't MJF and Adam Cole gonna fight for the world title?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago that was booked. They should have been booked,
Oh,
more than that,
God. What about, and now that Cash Wheeler is going to jail, he might be facing prison time. What are they going to do with the tag titles?
That's a ridiculous thing, yeah, because we're seeing Young Bucks and FTR again. Yeah, that is true. But honestly, you already know that he's out on bail. You know that.
Yeah, but he might be facing up prison time.
That's possible.
And
maybe sell their storyline and get pinned, and that's it.
And speaking of,
you know what? I think it would have been better if I saw the Young Bucks against the Hardys, because I was watching the Young Bucks against the Hardys, and they did pretty good for themselves in that match. I thought Jeff Hardy was going to be rusted, but Jeff Hardy did pretty good on Dynamite.
Did the Hardys beat the Young Bucks that day or no?
Nah, they messed up. I think they missed a maneuver. No, he did a swanton, and the other Jackson interfered with it. Jeff Hardy did pretty good for himself. He stuck to his guns. Even RVD against Jack Perry, RVD still has it in him,
Yeah, he does. The Hardy Boys are my all-time favorite tag team. Seeing them lose to the Young Bucks, oh my God, I would honestly lose my mind.
I really would like to see the Broken Hardys against the Bucks of Youth when they beat them in the honorable ring.
Yeah.
That's Matt Hardy going, Broken Brilliance takes on the Bucks of Youth tag team champions in the honorable ring. Deletion.
Yeah, Christian writes in the deletion is always entertaining. Christian writes in the comments, all their matches don't make sense. The only storyline that makes sense is MJF versus Adam Cole, and the TNT title will take place in Chicago, and the Fuck the Revivals will be at Wembley. Oh. But, and another thing, and another thing I wanted to mention. Oh, speaking of prison, guess who else is facing prison time? And she was everybody's crush in the 90s. Sunny!
What you heard so far?
This little accident that killed an old man, and she was drunk. I'm hearing that she could face up to she is gonna face up to 25 years in prison.
Because it's murder, correct?
Yes, but she was drunk driving. Bro, she's always been wild. She's always been a bitch. Like every wrestler says. Like everybody, like you know who Dutch Mantel is, right?
Yeah.
AKA Zev Culture and all that. He even said he knows about her really well because he's been around her because they've been in the WWF at the same time.
Yeah, they work together. Yeah.
Yeah, they said that he was telling the people on the podcast like how, the type of person she is and all that, which I believe him. And she's always been a wild person, and she always and even at an old age, she still acts the way she does back in the day. And
I believe it because he's the only one that I can say that works with her, and he's probably seen her. And I think that the only person I know that has enjoyed Sonny has been Shawn Michaels. That's why he's been so fucking quiet himself, dude.
wow.
Shawn ain't saying anything because Shawn had his moment with her.
Well, I don't think.
Well, she was married. Well, she was married to Skip.
But I don't think I don't think Shawn cares, to be honest with you, because he's moved on from her.
Of course he doesn't care.
And
Of course he doesn't care, but he had his moment by the time he was single, you know.
yeah,
And I know that's a whole long time ago, you know.
I'm pretty sure he had a good
But
time
unfortunately,
banging that in the locker room.
but unfortunately, like 20 years from it, or 25 years later, that's something I know he will love to forget. Because in the compromising positions that Sonny's involved, and the present job that Shawn is doing on his business and his lifetime, and he's a family guy, because now he's married to an ex-Nitro girl. You know?
Yeah, Nitro Girl Whisper, I think that's her name.
Yeah.
And Sonny did an interview a long time ago. Shawn wanted her to move into Texas with him, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So at the same time, I'm glad Shawn didn't marry her, because I don't think the marriage would have. I don't think they would have lasted long, because Sonny, she's a wild person, and she has a few red flags on her. So yeah, I don't think it was a good idea for her. I think Shawn dodged the bullet on that, and Shawn should be happy that she said no.
Yeah, he should be, because honestly, you know, in real life, Skip was going to kick his ass, but, you know.
Who's Skip?
But God rest his soul for Skip, you know. All I can say about Skip, man, he's probably rolling down his grave and watching his ex-wife down like do stupid things, man.
You mean Chris Candido?
Well, remember, she was married to him. You know that.
Yeah, they've been together since high
real
school.
life.
I didn't know his name was Skip. I thought his name.
Yeah, they were in a relationship.
I know him as Chris Candido. I've seen him in ECW and I've seen him in ECW.
Yeah, ECW does that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know him as Chris Candido. Wait, he was known as Skip in WWF?
Yeah, he was part of the Body Donists.
Yeah, with Tom Pritchard.
Yeah.
I didn't know his name was Skip.
So yeah, that's his gimmick, WWF gimmick, Skip.
I thought it was just Chris Candido. Well, I guess not. I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, they were married.
That's right.
Bro, everybody was banging Sonny behind his back, and he still loved her so much for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I think
like I said, poor Skip, he's probably rolling down his grave looking at that shit, dude.
Well, first of all, he should have never. Maybe here's a little theory. Well, here's a little possible
Well, in
outcome.
general, maybe a lot of people said that he was just a nice guy, dude.
Yeah, he was.
That's what definitely must have messed him up.
And him and
He
Shawn
was just a nice guy.
Him and Shawn Michaels hated each other.
Yeah.
And
so that kind of messed him up. He's just a nice guy.
Yeah, and at the same time, he loved her so much, but I think it's because of her beautiness. I don't think it's really because of her personality. I think it's only because of her beautiness, and they've been together since high school.
Yeah.
And when he died...
And for all this drama involved, it happened.
Yeah, and when he died, Sonny had said a whole full story about the time when he died. And I felt like maybe she was getting clean around that time when... She was probably getting clean around that time when Chris was still around. But I think she gotten more wild ever since he passed away. So maybe maybe she wouldn't be in this situation if he was still here. Or maybe, even if he was still here with us, he probably would have already broke up with her and then found another woman. I don't know. Those are two possible outcomes.
He was still young. I mean, he passed away when he was young. He was very young when he passed away. You know that.
Yeah, he broke his leg.
Here's another...
He was in TNA. That was the last place he worked for before he passed away. He was in a steel cage. He was in a 6 Sides of Steel match. I think he was fighting America's Most Wanted. I think either Chris Harris or James Storm did like a drop kick on him, and he broke his leg nasty. Like it was a nasty ankle injury or leg injury. They took him to the hospital, and he came home. He's on a wheelchair, and when it was time for him to get surgery, they were operating on him, and they were gonna drain his lungs for some reason, and so yeah, that's how he pretty much yeah, and that's how he pretty much ended his life, and that's how their life was. And well, she did say in an interview that she didn't really cheat on him. Like anytime, because there were some other wrestlers that did bang her. Because she revealed that British Bulldog banged her, Shawn Michaels, and Dolph Ziggler. All those people banged her. All those people had sunny days.
Yeah, that's true. And what do you think of Edge retiring? And do you feel like WWE doesn't have anything for him, or in general, Adam Copeland doesn't feel like he has nothing to prove?
Well,
I feel there's nothing.
They said that's the last match of his contract. They said that he even said earlier that he doesn't know if he's going to resign.
I wouldn't resign if the company doesn't have anything for him. That's all I gotta say,
Well,
but typical WWE that they want to own everybody. Screw that.
Well,
because in September, the decision is gonna be finalized with endeavors with UFC and WWE merging, and if that's gonna happen, the budget cuts are gonna come in.
Well, they could put the World Heavyweight title on him, because think about it. He never lost it.
And then there's another rumor that they say in the future he might want to join AEW because of his friend Christian.
That's not going to happen. I don't think
if there's going to be Christian and Edge versus the Young Bucks or something, things like that.
I have a feeling that's really not going to happen because he's too loyal to WWE.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to happen. And
I just feel like WWE has nothing for him. Now, if he wants to work backstage and train people, yeah, do that. Because Beth Phoenix is doing that. Why not him?
WWE could actually do something with him. Have him put people over.
Yeah.
And
or for next year, the Miz's contract is going to be up, and so is the New Day's contract's going to be up.
Yeah. Or have him win the World Heavyweight title one more time, because think about it, he never lost it.
Yeah.
And then...
But knowing that... Here's the thing that people are not being careful seeing. When Endeavor finalizes this deal, things are going to be more different. Not necessarily Vince McMahon is going to make a lot of decisions. Endeavor has to at least give the final say. And who knows, from what Drew said, that Endeavor is not proposing anything of giving the talents fair pay.
Wow.
So they even talked about that Triple H made the 10 mistakes of rehiring everybody. Number 1, Hit Row. Number 2, the Good Brothers. Number 3,
well,
Karrion Kross.
I probably would disagree with the Good Brothers. But Karrion Kross, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, but okay, let me get into a reality, because this not only happens in the wrestling business, this happens in the real world, guys.
Well, bringing back Johnny Gargano wasn't a good idea.
Okay, here's another thing. I don't know if you experienced this, Miguel, but let's go in reality.
Yeah.
If you ever get reinstated in a job, that the things are not going to be the same again.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't know that if you get reinstated in WWE, it's not going to be the same. So I knew when Triple H was going to reinstate these people, things were not going to go the same. And look what happened.
Mm-mm.
You bring in Gargano, you think you're going to do something, you bring in Dexter Lumis, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
So in reality, if you rehire somebody or if you go rehire your job, things are not going to be the same. There's not going to be back in the day, good old times. No, shit changes, guys.
Yep.
Change is inevitable.
And the main roster is a whole different ball game than NXT.
Yeah. So nothing stays the same, guys, and times will change. But honestly, I think Hit Row will probably be one of those guys that will be released.
What about Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt, you know what? If Bray Wyatt comes back in the ring and performs, I'm not interested in him no more.
Really?
Because, because the Fiend is no longer over. Remember, Bill Goldberg destroyed the Fiend in Saudi Arabia. He buried him.
Yeah, but he's not using the Fiend character. He's using a whole different character. He's not using the Fiend.
So the only thing that I want Bray Wyatt to return, if he's going to use that, how do you call it, that crocodile thing that he did in the beginning in WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
You know. But I don't know if they're going to allow him to reunite with Braun Strowman and then rehire Eric Rowan, you know. I mean, there's no Luke Harper anyway, so.
And do you think Uncle Howdy will be revealed? And people are thinking that it's Bro Dallas.
I don't think so because I feel like it's just been too destroyed. Unless if they have another plan to change it up, probably. But I don't know. I'm not really interested in Ritondo right now with the whole issues that he's going through. It's like, if he's going through some health issues, you know, all I can say is get better, recover soon, you know, speedy recovery, you know.
And a lot say that and there's some people that say that he might dethrone Roman Reigns, which I don't think. Which I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, unfortunately, you know they have scores to settle, so they have a story.
True.
But they got to be very careful how they build it, you know. That's all I can say about that. They got to be real careful how they're going to build that storyline.
But do you think it's a good idea for Bray to beat Roman Reigns for the belt?
It won't. I don't think it's not going to happen, and it probably might not even be the same for him. And then probably nobody's going to be interested.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I agree with you.
Because the only person that defeated Roman and what Roman wanted, he let a bloodline family member defeat him. And that's all he wanted. He wanted a family member to defeat him. Not an outsider, not a Cody, nobody.
And I'm hearing that Roman Reigns has creative control, just like how Hogan and Hogan, Brett, Shawn, and the whole clique, like how they did. I'm hearing that Roman Reigns has that, and Roman Reigns can honestly say yes or no to whoever they want him to lose the belt to.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna lose to Cody.
And remember,
Roman has.
Cody took shots at him while he was with the Young Bucks. Remember the Young Bucks and Cody and the whole Elite try to pull off a DX, try to invade Raw.
Yep.
Just like how DX invade Nitro, they tried to pull that shit off. And
yeah.
They were taking shots at Roman Reigns. So.
True.
I mean, Roman Reigns might not put him over because of that.
Yeah, they don't forget, believe me.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Cody Rhodes win the World Heavyweight title from Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And then have.
It wouldn't mean anything.
And then have Rollins go after Roman Reigns for the world title, or have Seth Rollins win the Royal Rumble. And do you think Seth Rollins could win the Royal Rumble?
I say Seth Rollins, yes. And honestly, Roman Reigns never defeated Seth Rollins. And they have a story. So I would say Seth Rollins would be your worthy guy defeating Roman.
So
they can go back to their Shield days.
Yeah.
They can back to their Shield days, them being brothers. you know, I prefer, in anything, I would prefer Seth Rollins than Cody. Because honestly, Vince McMahon and WWE are not very popular of putting people over. When they leave WWE, they go somewhere else, they are over, and then they come back here again, and then they're going to feel like they're going to get a title shot. It doesn't work, guys. If it didn't work for Christian Cage, it didn't work for EC3, it's not going to work for Cody, you know?
Yeah, and somehow it worked for Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Ric Flair was a WCW guy, but he came in, was super over.
Yeah.
They put the title on him, and they kind of fucked over Vader.
Oh yeah, they screwed Vader big time.
Oh, I feel so bad how Vader's career went in the WWF.
Yeah, and it disappointed me that they canceled him in the Hall of Fame while he was still alive. Why wait until the poor guy decides to pass away and then you just give it to him now? That kind of like disappointed me right there.
Yeah, it did as well.
Because I wanted to hear him talk. Yeah, I wanted to really hear Vader talk.
Yeah, and Vader has had an outstanding career.
Yeah, here's the thing that one legend and icon had to go to Hall of Fame and rest in peace. Superstar Billy Graham. Superstar Billy Graham had a good Hall of Fame when he was still alive. They did it at the right time, dude. And they gave him a Hall of Fame along to the people that were inspired by him. And the people that were inspired with him wanted a Hall of Fame in that same class. Jesse Ventura and the Magnificent Morocco.
Yes, sir. That was the Hall of Fame class of 2004. And another thing that also made sense. WrestleMania 20.
And it was Billy Graham's night.
Yes, and WrestleMania 20 was at Madison Square Garden, and that's where Superstar Billy Graham performed majority of his career at Madison Square Garden. The same with those other guys, like Greg Valentine, Don Morocco,
Ventura,
Junkyard Dog, Jesse Ventura. Who else was in that Hall of Fame class?
Big John Studd.
Big John Studd, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Tito Santana.
The only person that didn't fit in there was Pete Rose, but they just put him as a celebrity wing. Yeah, way to go, Pete. You know, what the fuck? I need a celebrity wing. That's what WWE called it. Here's our celebrity wing, Pete Rose.
He didn't really do much for WWE. All he did was just came in, talk shit about the Boston Red Sox, and got tombstone by Kane.
He got two-slipped twice, and then he got stink-faced the third time.
Yeah, he got chokeslammed by Kane at WrestleMania 2000, and then got stink-faced.
Yeah, 2 WrestleMania, and then he got stink-faced at WrestleMania. Yeah, the last WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So that's why they gave a Hall of Fame celebrity wing to the title.
Not too long ago.
Unbelievable.
Not too long ago, he was at my local mall here in West Palm Beach. He was at my local mall.
Oh, really?
He was doing a signing. I didn't go to it because.
He was doing meet and greet, or?
Yeah, it was a meet and greet, but I didn't really watch Pete Rose as a baseball player. So, I mean, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
That's the same thing I can tell you.
He had a great MLB career.
Yeah, well, he's a Hall of Famer, but I can't really answer too much about Pete Rose because I said I never watched Pete Rose.
Yeah, I never.
The only guy that I think I can answer you, and this is more because of a culture thing. I do definitely can answer you about Fernando Valenzuela.
Oh, he
legendary
just had his
Dodger, Mexican.
He just had his jersey retired recently by
and
the
a
Dodgers.
lot of people don't know why did he pick the number 34. Was because of the Channel 34 that LA has on Univision. Because in LA, we have Univision Channel 34. So, you know, they picked him to represent Univision Channel 34 over there.
Oh, Univision. Univision.
Yeah. So, I honestly can answer you the Fernando Valenzuela thing, even though I'm not a Dodger person, but I have observed him as our opponent, as our division rival and everything. So,
yeah,
like I say, I can't answer Pete Rose, but I can answer Fernando Valenzuela. And his Hall of Fame, I got to put this in the baseball industry. You may agree with me with this, Miguel. that Hall of Fame was way overdue.
Yeah, well, he's already in the Hall of Fame. He's been in the Hall of Fame since 2014. It's just that he has his jersey retired recently, and that's way long overdue.
Yeah. Way overdue, you know that.
Like, bro, this guy won a World Series. He's a Cy Young Award. He led the MLB in strikeouts. Why did it take you guys so long to put Fernando Valenzuela? To retire his jersey. That jersey should have been retired years ago.
Hey, he was an inspiration for the Latino community, dude.
Yes, he was.
So that's why I have a lot of respect for Fernando Valenzuela, man.
So do
Historic guy. He made history, and a lot of Latino kids looked up to him, you know.
But
so,
I will
like
say
I said,
this.
his are well deserved, overdue.
But I will say this. Clayton Kershaw and Sandy Koufax are better Dodger pitchers than he is.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about it.
I think maybe,
Sandy
yeah,
Koufax,
and it is true. But just remember that Fernando was only there for just making history.
Yeah, and he was with the Dodgers for 10 years, and I think he went somewhere else. I know he played for the Padres.
He went to the Angels. He went to the Padres, and then he went to San Francisco.
Wait, he played
Honestly, if you look at the history books of Fernando Valenzuela, all of his teams were named after saints. He was a Giant, a Padre, an Angel, and a Dodger.
Wait, he was a San Francisco Giant?
Yeah, for a year.
I didn't even know that. If I ever find his jersey, I would actually get it. I mean, he was a great ball player. I like watching him pitch. Like, I was watching a few World Series from the 80s and the 90s and the 70s recently on YouTube. Those games are actually fun to watch.
Yeah.
And he did win a World Series back in 1981.
And you know during the spring season, Fernando Valenzuela would go practice at Florida games in the 90s.
Yeah, what you call my uncle that's a Dodger fan, he said that he would always go see him in Palm Beach.
Yeah, because they have some practices there or something. And remember, he was even managed by the best coach in the Dodgers, Tommy Lasorda. Rest in peace, you know.
Rest in peace to him.
So he was during the Tommy Lasorda years.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So I would not mind having a meet and greet with Fernando Valenzuela which honestly I think we all missed it. But they said that his meet and greet was very, very big and crowded, dude, for 3 days.
Oh yeah, there's so many Hispanics that looked up to him. And if I ever were to meet him, I would want him to sign one of my baseballs.
Yeah, I would not mind having a meet and greet with Fernando Valenzuela, dude. I tell people, you don't have to be a Dodger fan but if you're inspired by him, yes, he could be, you know.
Yeah, like, I love meeting baseball players. Like, bro, I met so many baseball players this year. I met my all-time favorite Miami Marlin, Livan Hernandez, who was a World Series MVP back in '97. He's my favorite Miami Marlin of all time, and I had the honor to meet him. I also met Jeff Conine. I met so many Marlin legends: Kurt Abbott, Alex Arias, those guys that were part of the '97 World Series. I've had the pleasure to meet all of them.
But as an Angels fan that would never have a chance to meet, Reggie Jackson, rest in peace. That was a legend that I wanted to meet from the Angels, Reggie Jackson.
No, Reggie Jackson is still alive.
You know he passed away a long time ago.
No, Reggie Jackson is still alive.
Didn't he pass away a long time ago?
No, the Reggie Jackson, the one that played for the Athletics. No, the one that played for Athletics and the Yankees, right? That Reggie Jackson, right?
And he came out of the Naked Gun movie.
Right. Yeah.
As an angel.
No, he's still alive.
Yeah. I'm gonna Google that around and then I'll get back to you on that one.
Hold on, wait. I can
say he passed away or something.
I can Google it right. I can Google it right now.
That. Yeah, check out Google for Reggie Jackson.
He won a World Series
See
with
what you got.
He won a World Series with the Yankees and the Athletics.
All right, see what you got.
No, he's still alive.
Still there?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's not dead. He's 77 years old, but he's not dead. He's still alive.
That could probably be another hoax.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a great ball
You
player.
know, he's still around. Yeah, still around.
He's a Hall of Famer, and
Do you recall Pedro Guerrero,
Pedro Guerrero. Yeah, I know who that is.
Puerto Rican players?
Mm-hmm.
What did
Yeah,
he play for? Remember? Do you recall?
Pedro Guerrero played for
He played for
the.
Boston?
No, he played for the Dodgers.
Oh, I thought he played for Boston. Pedro Guerrero.
Oh wait, he was on that team with Fernando Valenzuela, 1981. He was their World Series MVP.
Oh wow.
Pedro Guerrero.
You know,
Yeah.
I thought Pedro. You know what I thought more about Pedro Guerrero? I thought he played more in the East than right here in the West. You know. That's what I
Well,
was thinking about Pedro Guerrero.
he did play for the Cardinals. No, he was always in the West Side.
That was more in the East. Because, you know, you get all the Puerto Ricans either in the Yankees or in Florida or any part. Not saying that you're typically stereotyping the thing, but most of those commutes will definitely play you in the East, you know, or the Braves or any of those teams.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, you know.
Yeah, Reggie
I mean,
Jackson.
the only Boston Red Sox I know very hardcore is Mr. Perfect's best friend, Wade Books. Remember the one that inducted him in the Hall of Fame, and he would pull a promo and say that was absolutely perfect. I think he passed away. Wade Books.
I never heard of him. The only big Red Sox that I know is Big Papi David Ortiz. That's the
I
only
remember him. Yeah.
That's the only Red Sox I know.
But Wade Books is a legendary, you know, how do you call it? A legendary Boston Red Sox, and very good friends with Mr. Perfect, and he inducted him in the Hall of Fame, and, you know, in WrestleMania, what, 23 or something right there?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Wade Books. And if you see any of the Mr. Perfect promos, like saying when Mr. Perfect's playing baseball, you're going to see Wade Books right there.
Oh, Wade Books. Yeah, I see him right here.
And he inducted Mr. Perfect. Because he was like good friends with him and everything.
Oh, he's still around.
There's no championship World Series is on him, right? Nothing like that from him, right?
He won one World Series with the Yankees. Dang, he had a really great career.
Okay.
Wait, he's a Hall of
But
Famer.
he's probably like a Boston Celtic lifer or something.
No, he played for the Red Sox, the Yankees, and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Oh, wow.
Like back then, the Tampa Bay Devil was called the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. These days, they're called the Tampa Bay Rays. Like they're the Stingrays.
Raves, I remember that. Yeah.
And
I remember that one.
his jersey is retired by the Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. He's a 12-time All-Star, a World Series champion, 2-time Golden Glove Award, 8-time Silver Slugger Award. Wow. A 5-time batting champion? This guy was good.
Or perfect, he would say.
Bro, he won the batting
he was
champion.
Perfect.
He won
him and Perfect were very good.
Yeah.
That's why they, Jack Briscoe called him if he can induct Mr. Perfect at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and he won the batting champion 4 straight times.
Wow.
So he was a good batter.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I gotta watch his
I don't
highlights.
have to be a Boston Celtic to know him, but I did observe Wade Books playing, you know.
Yeah.
I think I had a rookie card of him, and I think idiotic. I must have definitely lost it. I don't remember selling it, but I think I did lose it somewhere. You know?
Yeah. Recently, some dude at the game when I was at my last Marlin game was against the Yankees. A dude was randomly giving out baseball cards, and he gave me a Bryce Harper baseball card. You know who Bryce Harper is, right? From the Philadelphia Phillies.
I heard of him.
Yeah, he was. That's their top star, and he gave me a card of him, and he gave me one Marlins card of Brian De La Cruz.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to turn in right here because I think they got something for us in the broadcast system, and well, at least we have a lot of discussions to talk about and something to cover up for Liz. Definitely appreciate you being the escape here for this podcast and everything, and
yes, sir.
We're still raining.
Yeah, it's gonna rain all night. It takes a while for it to go away.
Yeah, Chris, don't wash your car, please, again, if you're watching us.
No, I think he's off of here because I don't see nobody on here at the moment.
Okay, then we do all spilled milk, guys.
Spilled milk.
The way Brian calls them. Brian calls them, I hate these two putos.
That's Christian, not Brian. Christian hates them a lot. And by the way, one of them is injured. That's why we haven't seen him in a while.
Damn. No wonder why SmackDown has been boring, because there's no spilled milk.
Spilled milk.
Hey, if they win the tag team championships, I'll be happy, dude.
I can't wait for
There
Christian's
has to be a spilled
reactions.
milk t-shirt.
Bro, if
I
Christian,
want to see that reaction.
yeah, I definitely want to see that reaction
If
too.
there's a shirt, I'm sold.
This is how the shirt is
I'm
gonna
sold,
look
Mike.
like.
I'm sold for that.
You're gonna see both of them on there, and then you're gonna see an actual milk spilling off of a cup on the table or something. That's how you're gonna see it. That's how the shirt's gonna look like. It's gonna say "Pretty Deadly Spilled Milk."
I'm sorry to say, dude, but I'm invested in that tag team, and that tag team is very over with that, dude.
Hey, Vince
I
likes
don't know, the
them.
spilled milk attracted me. I told you. Hey, so do I, dude.
I don't like them.
Michael Cole's out there putting it over. Spilled milk. Spilled milk.
Spilled milk.
And then you got Wade Barrett going, that's right, Michael Cole. He got it right with the spilled milk. Oh, yeah, because of his boys. Dude. That's the only reason why he's putting him over.
Gotta love wrestling.
Anyway, well, yep, gotta run it.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I'll see whatever updates we have, and I'll check the floods over here. We don't need sandbags, but I think we're good. So
yes, sir.
we'll definitely catch you on the next topic and see how
Yes, we
work and
are.
everything goes, and we'll see what new was gonna post. I don't think we're not gonna have no meet and greets coming this week or something.
Yeah.
Not till September 3rd. Milo Brown's coming, so I want to ask him if he's gonna have a nation reunion or an Aces and Eights. You know, who knows? But
I say ask them
We'll see.
about Nation of Domination.
oh yeah, they're not. Yeah, and my high school reunion is coming in about 3 weeks, so then I'll probably be at my high school reunion too. My 30-year high school reunion, so that's
I
gonna be
don't
something.
I don't go to
Watching
my high school.
my class.
I don't go to my high school reunions.
Yeah. So I want to see what those morons are doing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't want to know what my morons are
already
doing.
been persuaded. Yeah, I've been persuaded by some of them, so we'll see.
Yeah, but
So, all right, we'll see you out there. Don't work too hard at work, and yeah, we won't wash the car, dude.
yeah.
All right, Mike. See you later, Miguel.
All right, see you later, Jose the
Peace
Ocho.
out. Don't wash your car, Chris.
All right, people. MTG Gaming says good fight, good night.